The draw at Oxford, coupled with Leicester's defeat at Charlton, means Town can't now be caught. They're heading for the Premier League as Division 2 champions. Jim McGilton's fine shot was the first of 2 early goals at the Manor Ground. Ipswich's equaliser from Gavin Johnson. After that, Oxford never looked like spoiling Town's big day. In fact, Neil Thompson came closest to settling the match. But it didn't matter. Despite a hiccup in the past fortnight, Ipswich have always been favourites. And the referee's final whistle was the cue for a song and a well-earned celebration. And Ipswich can look forward to a return to the big time after a 6-year absence.
Brilliant, brilliant. You know, we've played well all season. You know, we deserve it now, don't we?
Well, you can see what it means to the fans, can't you? It's been brilliant. Get in there. Success is sweet at any time, and yeah, we worked really hard for it today, and we've worked really hard all season, and that's been the secret of it all, really.
It's been too long. Ipswich Town's a first division club, and that's where it belongs, and I hope we do ourselves justice next year, and I think we will do.
Well, it's going to be hard, right? But like, we're going to enjoy being there, and we'll give it the best shot. Thanks a lot. See you later.
Ipswich Town are indeed back with the big boys. Second Division champions, they'll be in the new Premier League. Let's see how they did it.
The Manor Ground at Oxford will go down in the record books as the place where Ipswich finally clinched their return to the top. And there was a bonus. Leicester's defeat against Charlton meant Town took the title too. An early scare when Jim McGilton scored for Oxford was quickly cancelled out. Steve Whitten's free kick and Gavin Johnson's header rescuing a point from a 1-1 draw. And Town, 6 years after being relegated, can now take their place in the Premier League as Division 2 champions.
Brilliant, brilliant. You know, we've played well all season. You know, we deserve it now, don't we?
The party continued inside the dressing room, although after 2 defeats and 2 draws in their past 4 matches, Ipswich have had an anxious wait.
Yeah, we're just keeping the fans interested, really, you know. We didn't want all the fans to go away. But like, we worked hard for it, like, you know, from last season, like, we didn't do too well. But like, all the balls have kept together this year, and we're top of the league.
And amongst all the joy, at least one man taking a more considered view.
It's been such a united effort, you know, from the chairman through the board and to all the staff and the ladies even who do the washing. You know, it's such a happy place, and it's been a pleasure really for me because, you know, I haven't really been under any stress at all.
All the Ipswich players acknowledge their debt to John Lyall, none more so than John Walk, the discarded star who was given another chance on the strength of his dedication to the game and affection for Ipswich, and has already been voted the Players' Player of the Year.
Oh, he's made a tremendous difference. You know, before he came, we were hitting the long ball, we weren't playing football, and he's got the players playing football, believing in themselves, and all the players have come on a ton and they're playing great football.
So Ipswich are back, the crowds are back, and business is flourishing. They're heading for another big crowd on Saturday against Brighton, and followed by Sunday's civic reception, bringing back memories of the 60s when the teams of Alf Ramsey and Bill McGarry won promotion, and with the start of great achievements at Portman Road. Now it's into the Premier League.
We can just look and perhaps glean a little confidence from the fact that we gave Liverpool a couple of very hard games. We lost to Chelsea on penalties. We beat Luton. That's not to say that we're going to be the best team in the Premier League, but the important thing is to be in there and being committed to try and do well in that league.
What has given you the most pleasure in the success of this season so far?
The improvement on the players, certainly. Super group of lads. I don't think I've ever had a group that's worked harder on the training field. They're willing to do a little bit extra for themselves. They come up in the afternoons and sit and talk. I mean, Kawani spends too much time in my office and not enough training, but that's the sort of thing you want in a club. But it's their commitment to the club, and you know, if they are successful, you know, managers have all sorts of ideas about the game. They're good talkers on the game tactically and talk about training. If you haven't got the right people around you, don't succeed. It's all been about the people of Ipswich, the staff, and everyone getting behind, and we've got a great spirit in the club. It's not any 1 or 2 people or any one player that does it. It's about everyone, and it's a smashing place to be, and I thoroughly enjoyed the 2 years here.